Previously only playable on the likes of Apple Arcade. Then it recently got a Switch version, so then I could say, screw off Apple Arcade, I'm gonna play it on Switch.
James is going rogue.
Yeah, like at this point, is there any, is Apple Arcade pretty much, shoved off any of their, interesting titles, out of their thing?
There's still a couple.
No, I mean, the only thing it still has to it is that Castlevania iOS game that I thought was dead in the water.
I think they have a Tom and Jerry game or something. I'm sure there's a couple others, but Switch has become a very.
That being said, though, from the makers of the hit but very obscure Hiroki, we got ourselves a competition. A competition of the funkiest sea creatures known to mammal-kind.
Sayu?
Ooh.
The
Monomals
music match.
3.
So, what is happening here? Oh, wow. So, we got ourselves a cool little DJ Groove Bunny.
And I'm the host of this whole thing.
Hiya, Groovy Pets! You're watching Monomals Music Match, live on N3.
The coolest jam.
As always, I'm your host, MC Scratch. And right now, I'm adrift in Retro Reef next to Retro Rabbit.
My god, I love these animations.
This Retro-tastic Rabbit is our first contender, and he's well-equipped with the right gear to fish.
Old school games and popcorn.
Damn straight.
I love how old school is with the K.
That's right, all contenders use a controlled monoplug to fish for Monomals, the wackiest musical critters.
Oh my god, he has a Sega.
We
Sega
are from
Bass.
the 90s.
Monomals are well-hidden and carefully crafted courses full of challenges. Your goal is to catch all the Monomals and use their sounds to create awesome music.
Okay.
Not just
Yeah,
music,
there they go.
awesome music.
After all, this show is all about becoming the best musician, so let's dive right in.
Like the smoothness and the funkiness and...
And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our live look at on Monomals. Probably the one big thing I was hoping would get a Switch port. Thankfully, a few years later, it's got one.
Yay!
I've never even heard of this game.
I've heard a little bit above it, so let's zoom right in. So in this game... Go ahead.
To put it very simply, think the underwater levels from Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, if given its very own game, and with a lot of musical flair.
Okay.
So we don't control the rabbit per se. We control the lure on the end of his microphone. No, I get it. Oh, I realize now what's happening. Our fishing lure is one of those. It's like a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for a speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, it is.
Yep, and even the motes.
Why are you paused? Oh.
He was showing off the emotes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll say, okay.
yeah,
So the line does disappear after a while. For a minute, I thought it was continuously coming off the rabbit's fishing pole. So I was like, with all the platforming around it's doing, it's more than likely gonna get caught on something.
Oh no,
Yeah.
there's no way that we handle that much rendering. So far, when you said that, does this handle as tightly as the swimming controls in the Rayman Legends and Origins games?
It handles about as tight as it needs to be, I'd say. Roughly around the same. And
Oh,
honestly, if you've already played the likes of Pikomi's previous game, Hiroki, it more or less controls the same.
I am also. I
Again,
am
save
now,
for the dash feature.
I am now very sad, by the way. I just realized
Huh.
that the fishing line does have an end. Makes me sad.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
Oh,
no, so
okay,
they can't continuously render it, otherwise we'd be. Oh, this would slow down so fast.
Also, pay close attention to your line, because that's not only just there for show. That's also your health.
Oh, so the more hits we take, the shorter it'll get.
Oh,
or if he bites our
Oh.
own line.
2 hits and you're more or less down. And you'll know when you're close to getting close to dying when you see that there's a little bit of some of that power in that line is more or less
Look,
gone.
I didn't want to be killed by breadwinners, okay?
no.
Well, I guess the way you described it, so is what's happening if an enemy touches your line that deals damage, or is it just the lure itself you have to worry
It's the
about?
lure itself.
Okay. I thought it was like a snake situation.
Oh god.
I've seen games.
And that'd be
seen games
obnoxious.
do that.
That would really suck. But yeah, honestly, there's not much more to it from a gameplay sense. You're primarily swimming across the depths, collecting coins, and beating up all the other, weird-looking funky fishies.
But now, from what you
fishies.
told me, this is only the first main half of this whole funky journey we're on.
Oh yeah, no. Despite being the first character you have at your disposal, there's more contenders than just Retro Rabbit here. You can also play as a frog that focuses on jazz, a tiger that focuses on techno, and a rhino that focuses on rock and roll.
Yeah, that
Makes
sounds about right.
sense.
That and I mean just and as Matt pointed out earlier, as Matt pointed out earlier, I adore the art style of this.
Yeah.
Oh, the art style is wonderfully abstract, and honestly, it's one of those games that, I don't know, it's so mesmerizing how fluid and funky it is.
Right, yeah, it
So,
reminds me almost... Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, what do you think of it all so far, Jordan?
It's very cute, and I like that it pays a lot of good references to music.
And I mean, again, and I mean, honestly, there's more to it than just all this that you're seeing right here. Like, MC Scratch said it best. Like, this isn't just a competition of catching the Monomals, but also making the most out of them.
Right, which we'll hopefully be able to see once we capture our first Monomal, which I...
Oh yeah, well, I'll definitely be able to give a brief demonstration of it.
Okay. Now, when you're doing these I guess we'll... I'm trying to see how to ask, but without maybe spoiling it, is... when you're... This competition, is this an actual competition with other players online, or is
Oh, no, it's all just its own little thing that you're... though I do believe you... with what you can use the Monomals for, I do believe that there is a leaderboard attached to it.
There he is.
Our first Monomal. But first, we gotta do a couple of challenges in order to even reach it.
Gar says he's smart, so beat these mooks up. And then... Oh,
Also, if you pay close attention to the sound design, the music that they can emit does seep into the music that you're already hearing.
You know what I think would be like another like nice secondary attack? Is if you manage to use like the chord of your lure to like loop around anything, it could be like a paraloop attack.
Oh yeah,
I'd be down
that'd
with
be
that.
cool.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like, just wrap around like this, and just
Boom.
anything that's inside it gets zapped.
That'd be nice, yeah. Trying to think what else. I'm curious to learn about who did the soundtrack and sound design for this.
There are credits I can just show off once we get to the menu, but for now, let's grab our first Monomal.
Go get him!
Assuming he doesn't get away.
You are stuck.
Yeah!
There you
Bam!
go.
And plug it in.
Oh,
Plug
my
it
head.
in, plug it in.
I've been impaled in the
Cut!
head.
I caught a Barabasa.
Oh, Barb.
A Barabasa.
Barabase, okay.
Barabesa.
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
And so we caught our first Monomal. So Scratch here is going to give us a demonstration of how we can use them.
Booyah! You caught your first Monomall! The M3 contest has now officially started.
You mean it didn't start already?
Which means you've now unlocked the Music Maker, a new mode to compose music with the Monomals.
Oh, that's cool. Can you actually make your own music?
Kind of.
Yes, you can. In fact,
It's like presets, but yeah, here you are.
Composer mode.
so in this 2-minute tutorial, we're going to show you guys how you can make your own music through the use of all these little critters.
Tell me
Okay,
more.
let's do it.
Tell me
Welcome
more,
to
tell me more.
Press
Welcome
All right,
The
so
Mario
first things
Paint.
first, we already
Mario
got ourselves
Paint.
our first Monomal, so let's place them on the grid.
Okay, so simple.
And booyah.
All right, so simple 4-4.
Now, the funny thing is that the Monomals can actually be used for more than just for one simple thing. Notice on the right portion of the screen that you can, there's three sorts of,
Right, back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
like the lead, the bass, and the drums.
Yeah.
Like the Monomal
Yeah.
can be used for all three of those.
And does it have like a unique sound depending on which mode it's in, lead, bass, or drum?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then
Now let's
that's.
just do this copy and paste.
I also admit I'm surprised that this hasn't come to PC, given how this looks like it was very much made for like a mouse or keyboard kind of situation.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because again, this was originally Apple Arcade exclusive. In fact, I think
Wow.
Apple were the ones that produced it.
It looks, this looks very much like GarageBand, which is what I use to record these sessions, so.
Fair.
Well, then that I do believe you'll be right at home with this system.
Yeah.
Check out
Yeah,
the
let's see
base
what else we got.
category.
But it does sound a little dry, don't it? So let's check out what's at the base.
Yeah, let's give it some rhythm.
Bass.
Give it some rhythm.
Oh,
Now you add the rest.
Well, I wonder where we should put it. It's like, don't screw up this beat.
Come on, there
oh
we
you
go.
can make it louder too.
Yep, you can also make them drag, and yes, make them louder too if you absolutely. Again, it's not too bad for what's attached to a relatively platformer centric game.
It's like if you combine Mario Maker with Mario Paint.
Kind of,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm starting to
Now
feel
it just
it.
needs a lead. Now it just needs some little melody.
Treble, synth. Let's crank it up. And I'm assuming same way. All right. And I'm assuming much like how Retro Rabbit has his whole like chiptune thing, the other guys let you make different styles of music as well, the jazz and rock.
Yep. I want to say that the Monomals that they do catch, though, are exclusive to themselves, though, so you can pretty much mix and match it to your heart's content.
Okay.
That is so cool.
That is nice. So then, now that the songs are automatically saved, and there you go. So now at this point, just this is the loop.
Yep, that's pretty much the loop of Monomal.
Okay.
That's so cool.
This has a really nice style to it all.
And actually, before we go into our next stage, why don't we check out these two guys real quick? Like, you can rank your songs like this with the MC Scratch here. Unfortunately, well, the song I made was very much made from his hand, so I don't think it's going to amount to much.
Right.
And you got this lovely little starfish here just
Why are you
chilling.
submitting the song that I showed you?
Nah, he can't do that. That'd be cheap. But we have some coins.
Yep, we got some coins, so why don't we use them at the shop here? And I'm sorry, I love the way this guy's just vibing right there on that lifesaver.
Oh yeah, you want some
buns?
DJ coin and regular coin.
So yeah, with regular coins, you can actually buy some stuff you can use in the music maker, and DJ coins are all those big red coins we've been collecting throughout the level, like the previous level. You can just use those for the sake of buying a little. It's mostly cosmetics. That's all there is to it.
Are you able to like go back to levels to grind up those kind of coins, or are they finite?
DJ coins are finite. I do believe the regular coins are infinite, though. And I love some of the descriptions here. Like, look, kids, a toaster. Nah, just ask your parents what it's for.
Oh,
It's a safe recorder.
old. Now then, get that for our boat.
And what's funny is that when you're looking for effects that you can use for your songs, they actually do give you a quick demonstration.
Reverb. Ooh, my favorite.
Oh, with the soundtrack
Chorus. Ooh. Vibrato.
itself. Yeah,
so
up and down.
fast.
Filter.
Oh, high
Filters
pass filter.
unwanted frequencies from your sounds.
Yeah, I hear it's like a high pass filter, and then
Pressure.
Crusher.
compressing.
And finally,
Tremolo.
Yeah, like wavy,
Yeah.
like DJ Surfboard uses sometimes. Okay.
unfortunately,
I'm
I'm
having to
kind of broke-ish.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
So
I
guess
broke.
so that brings me to my next question as far as the gameplay goes, where levels. Is it like a roguelike where each level is randomized for a model?
Oh no,
or is
no,
it
no!
all-
They're not randomized in the slightest.
Okay.
Like they're all set levels that you have to go through. Honestly, it's your traditional sort of 2D Mario game, but you're swimming and you're fishing. And you can also press the Y button to switch chapters. But for now we can only use Retro Rabbit. But later on we can play as Funky Frog,
Hello, Funky
course.
Frog.
The.
Techno Tiger,
She's pretty.
Aw, I didn't know she was a kid.
and one other character that they actually added in a later update because I definitely don't remember this when I played it in the Apple Arcade the first time. Rocky RHINO.
Punk rock, right? That's all.
Look
also
at
not what I
her.
expected. Also not what I expected it to look like when it got to that end. Okay. Well, that's cool then. And it looks like there's 7 Monomals to find for each of them.
For the most part, I want to say there's 7 for all of them. I know at least for Retro Rabbit, obviously. I don't remember if Funky Frog and the like have that many as well. But for the heck of it, I'll show off one more stage before we call it a session.
Alrighty.
Good idea.
Let's get just one more Monomal.
So while that's going in, hi,
Push 'em,
Jordy,
pull 'em.
Matt,
Yes.
what do you all think of this?
This looks like a lot of fun. It kind of reminds me of I don't know what, like the style a bit kind of reminds me of
Nice.
what is it called? I know what it's called.
Well, we're not
describe
having
it.
it.
Part-time UFO.
Oh yeah, I guess with I can see that with like the lure in its face.
UFO.
I see that. Looky, there he be.
Yep.
Also, oh yeah, by the way, you can also, if you do end up making your own songs, you can use them in the levels that you create.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. I believe the environment like adapts to the music that's being played in online mode. Oh, and that's where if you want to like listen to your like leaderboard, like see how your songs match up to the others. Don't
Right.
wipe all progress.
I'm not wiping it all. Well, I'm probably gonna have to use it later since I'm using my my sub account for this.
So did you and before I get on to Hype and Jordy, did you, James, play any of this on Apple Arcade when it was there?
Oh, I definitely did.
Okay.
Like I remember for a brief moment, like sifting through all the games that were on the Apple Arcade. Like, obviously, there was, like, Rayman Mini, there was Spider Swords, I think it was called, from Way Forward.
Right.
Also, the first quote-unquote chapter of Shantae and the Seven Sirens, while that was still an Apple exclusive.
The Capcom Shingeki and stuff like that.
Which also got a Switch port later.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you could put Rayman Mini and Castlevania Grimoire and Souls on here if you absolutely wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about putting Rayman Mini on there. That would involve Ubisoft actually caring.
I mean, hey, they cared enough to actually make it in the first place and bring back Mr. Dark through it.
Yeah.
True.
Under duress, I imagine.
Well, it looks cool. So yeah, back to you, Hype and Jordy. Your thoughts on Monomals?
I see.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Well, I mentioned that it's cute. I definitely love the composition portion of this game. It's really groovy, and I just say this as someone who went to high school and was in band class a lot. It's really inspiring to a lot of musicians that you get to do this kind of option to make music,
Yeah.
both rhythmically and instrumentally.
Yeah, I think it helps shows creativity. It helps sparks. Ow! It helps spark some creativity.
Oh, wait, I remember what I gotta do here. Hey, Bully, over here!
I see.
Bole, 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 bole.
Oh,
That worked.
nice. At least it changed. Thank goodness.
I appreciate your services, but you must go now.
Does your health respawn or regenerate over time?
It does.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, no, I like that. I like stuff like this. Naku. Oh wow, you have to be really fast to get some of these.
Yeah, you're just gonna say this right now. Don't worry too much about the time trials on your first go. Also, naturally, since you're primarily an underwater mechanism, you can only do so much while you're out of water.
Oh, boy.
I imagine so.
Oh my gosh, feels like,
No, that's
feels
just
like we're supposed to be-
rude. Well, not rude
It feels,
to me.
oh, you know what I think you're supposed to do, James?
Yeah,
Go
no,
to
I'm
the
doing
right.
this the complete wrong way.
I was like, you dumb stubborn, just pull over the trampoline.
Stubborn.
Hey, you,
Magic
dum-dum.
trampoline.
Think in the future when fishing lines can do shit like this.
I
Yeah.
miss the old days of lore making when you could add a jetpack double jump boost to your teched out boost.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. I forgot technically you could do that. You know, I learned something new today. I forgot you could do that.
That's a cool little launch. Okay, nice. Hang on, I bet there's a secret behind those blocks.
Ow.
We're about to find out, aren't we?
I have an inkling to
And
suspect.
again, a huge shout out to this game's natural soundtrack because it's like, man, it really puts you in the mood.
It's
Yeah.
a really nice vibe I'm getting from this.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
looking
What am I
this up.
doing?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you
but
gotta
I'm
push
looking
it
this up.
that
Let's
way.
see. Monomals soundtrack. It is done by. Oh yeah. It is just that's what so Pacomi is the name of the studio that does the music.
Oh, just
Pacomi.
Pacomi in general? Oh,
Or
I thought they were just the game
actually,
devs.
no. Actually, pull it up. I'm gonna pull this up. Actually, hang on. It is me. Come on, show me the money. Show me the music.
But the money's right here, Logan.
Show me the money.
See, right there, you just passed it.
There it is.
Now you got it.
I'm pulling it out.
Ow.
One thing I will
What
say
the-
is that I know there's at least one, like, they definitely added more gimmicks the further you go along into the game. Like, I know in the next level you'll come across, like, jelly-like substances that you have to, oh, that's right, what am I doing?
Ouch.
Oh, I see. Stop.
Oops.
I know there's at least one level where you're primarily crossing through, like, jelly-like substances, and some of them are actually sentient and want to eat you.
Ew.
But you actually, which you're encouraged to just swim past their maws.
Oh, it's on the bottom.
Aw, man, why you gotta go on the bottom?
Does
There you go.
it?
Yeah.
Come on. Whoa. Do that. Oh, don't forget the wall jump move you got.
Oh, right, the thing. Oh, it
Cap-
only go. Oh, I get it. It's
Ah.
like what? It's kind of like the Basher build. You know what? I gotta lower this thing.
Okay. Just a smidge.
Ah,
Oh,
man.
Here's just smidgen.
there you
Oh,
go.
man.
There you go.
Now it's high enough
Yeah.
to. Ah,
Oh, you almost
sorry,
got it.
sorry.
Anyway, while he does this, Steve, what do you think of this game?
Well, it looks really cute. I feel like it might not be a game I'd get a lot out of myself, but I do appreciate what it's all going for, and again, it has a very charming aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. This will be a new model we get. I like the
And
design
I
of
mean,
them as well.
it's a blessing. It's also a blessing in disguise that it runs so well on Switch.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not quite to the same degree as Hiroki, because that game was able to get away with a full-on 60 frames despite its abstract aesthetic. But this in particular, it's like, again, it has the music to completely back it up.
Let's see. Okay, it's on Apple Music. So I'm just in like full-on guy in the chair mode here, trying to research this thing.
Guy in the chair.
That's what I'm doing, man. Okay, Monomals, Apple Music, because it should have the soundtrack there.
I'd be shocked if it isn't there.
Yeah, given its whole little thing here. Come on.
Buzzer!
I said buzzer.
Is he free? I don't see any other doors, so this must be it.
Go
I'm gonna go now.
He just passed through you. Defeat them all.
But yeah, this is pretty much the overall gameplay loop. Once you find the Monomal, do 2 sets of challenges, and then it will, escape with its life intact. And then you just, jack into it.
Now I am curious if if they're going to release the same
they can
updates that
hit
the
each
App
other.
Store got, because apparently one of the updates allowed MC Scratch to join the party with his own sounds in the music maker.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because again, one thing, because I definitely remember when I first played it on Apple Arcade, they didn't have Rocky RHINO Rocky RHINO at the start.
Okay. Hey, nice.
Omnibus.
Omnibus, I mean.
So let's see what kind of sounds this little sucker makes.
Alrighty. And then after that, we'll definitely go ahead and call it a session. So let's head on over to the game's maker mode.
Okay.
Okay.
So we already have this stuff that was built up from the last time.
Just gotta
there it is,
remember how
down
to do this. Right, okay, there we go. Oh, that's right, I gotta use the yellow and R button to do a switch.
So it's... Okay, so it's a little bit higher of a synth. I wonder what kind of drum sound it makes.
Are we still recording, by the way, or?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're almost done. We're just curious. I want to see what kind of drum sound it makes when we're in... Oh, snare.
It's like a snare drum.
And then for the bass...
They're basically just different synth sounds.
Yeah.
Just a little lower, that's all.
I'm sure the more we get, the more we'll have more actual I'm sure you can make actually really cool diverse compositions once you have enough of those goodies.
Naturally. But yeah, I guess on that note, folks, we'll go ahead and stop there. Again, it's one of those things I can't quite do in the middle of a recording.
No,
this is one of those things
focus.
you gotta prepare for this kind of stuff. You gotta really inspire yourself.
Yeah.
Think hard on it.
Feel the music. Be the music.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be the music.
On that note, well, hope you enjoyed what you saw. I would totally recommend it. I do believe it's only $20 on the Switch. As of this recording, it's going through a
Early release sale.
Early release sale. I'm not sure how long that'll last though. Hopefully, it'll be before this whole thing's over. But that being said, we'll see you all next time.
Stay groovy.
Notes flow through my veins.
Pump it. Brown, brown, brown. Sorry.
Goodbye.